Good morning, everybody. Hi, thank you for joining. My name is Nichelle Desautels, and I am a field education trainer for the Wella Company here in Vancouver, BC. I want to start off by thanking you all for being on here with me this morning, and also a big thank you to Modern for letting me come live on their Instagram today. I always appreciate coming on here to go live for all of you guys, so thank you for being here and thank you for Modern. I am here by myself today, so I'm going to do my best to answer all your questions. If you see at the bottom of the screen, I can never get this right, there's a little question card, like it's a circle with a question mark. If you can throw your questions into the question card, it does make it easy for me to retrieve them. I will try and keep an eye on the chat. But when you see me starting to look really close at the screen, that's me trying to read. Sometimes it's hard to see. Today we are going to be talking about Sebman. And for those of you that don't know, this is definitely a line that's geared towards a certain kind of clientele, but that doesn't mean not everybody can use it. It has a really unique scent. It's bergamot and pink pepper. And so it's got this really kind of musky, awesome smell that I love. So just because it says Sebman doesn't mean, everybody can't use it. So today I'm going to talk about first the products and kind of introduce the lineup. And then I do have a couple of mannequins for you guys to kind of show you guys the products in action. So like I said, if you guys have any questions at any point in time, just throw them into the question card or into the chat and I'll do my best to keep up. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. Love the smell. Yes, me too. I love the smell of this. Full disclosure, I have my boyfriend using all the products from this line because I just love the smell so much. So that's awesome. All right. So the first products I'm going to talk about is in hair care. So in the kind of the main core line, we have 3 hair care products. The first one is going to be the Multitasker. Okay. So this is a 3-in-1 shampoo. So it's a hair, beard, and body wash. So this is going to be really great for somebody who doesn't want to spend a lot of time, using multiple different products. So you can really use this to wash your hair, your body, your beard. It's really quick and easy. So I know lots of people love 3-in-1s. So this is a great little 3-in-1. The next product we have is the Smoother. So this is our moisturizing conditioner. This is going to be great for, those longer lengths of hair because, most men tend to only use shampoo. But in those longer lengths, you do need a little bit of conditioner and moisture in your hair to really make it manageable. So the Smoothers are really lightweight. It's not going to weigh the hair down at all, and it just kind of makes it a little more manageable and gives it a little bit of moisture. Then the next product and last product we have in the hair care is the Cooler. And this is probably one of my favorite products. So this is a leave-in tonic or a refreshing tonic. So when we're talking about tonics, really they're applied to the scalp and it's kind of a way to prep before you style the hair. So I would use the nozzle to kind of separate the hair, apply this to the scalp, and what this does is it gives this nice cooling sensation to the hair and scalp and gives the hair some definition and makes it feel a little bit denser. So it's kind of like a prep before you style. You could also only just use this for somebody who doesn't want to use a lot of product. I'm just going to read some comments here. My son loves them. Yes, awesome. Chelsea love the smell. Perfect. Awesome. All right. So then the next products we have is in the styling line. So in the styling line, we have about 5 different products. And what I like about this line is it is quite small. So from a retail standpoint, I know for me, when I have lines that are huge and there's lots of products, I find it sometimes hard to sell. When I have a line that's a lot smaller and there's kind of one product for each thing, and I find it much easier to do, like, you know, when you're standing at the front, to sell a product, right? So that's what I love about this, is it's quite small and it has one product for each kind of hair need that you would need. So the first product I'll talk about here is the Sculptor, and hopefully I grabbed the right one. Yes, I did. So this is the Sculptor, okay? It is a matte clay. So if you look at the inside, it's a matte mineral clay. So this is really going to give you kind of a matte finish on the hair, and kind of roughen the texture a little bit to give you a lot of texture. So this is great for somebody who doesn't want a shiny finish and wants that kind of textured, messy finish on their hair. Okay. Then the next product we have here is the Dandy. Okay. And this is a pomade. So you can see it in there. It's very creamy, very shiny. So a pomade is going to give a lot of shine to the hair, and it's going to give it a nice polished finish. So really when I'm deciding between the two is, do you want your hair to be kind of textured and matte, or do you want your hair to be polished and shiny? And those are kind of how I define between the two different products. Okay. The next product I have for you is the Hero, and this is probably one of my favorite products. It's very unique. I haven't really ever seen anything else like it on the market. And now this is a high hold reworkable gel. So I know when I say the word reworkable gel, a lot of people think when they think about gel, they think of that hard, crunchy finish. This is a reworkable gel. So it has that high hold that you get from a gel, but you're able to rework it throughout the day, which is really nice. I know for, you know, me, I like to play with my hair a lot. So if I'm going to be, when I had a shorter length on my hair, so a product like this would have been amazing because it's going to give me that high hold, but allow me to rework it throughout the day. Okay. And then the other product I have for you, let me just see if I can grab it. Ah, there it is. Sorry guys. This is the Player. So this is our traditional gel. So this is going to act and work just like a traditional gel will. It's going to have that high hold and everything like that. I actually really like to cocktail this with the Dandy. So with our pomade and the Player, the gel and the pomade, and I will use this as a styling lotion before I blow dry. So when I get into my mannequins, I'll kind of explain that a little bit more, but these two products cocktail really great together for styling lotion. Okay. And then the next product I have for you guys is the Fixer. Now this is our high hold finishing hairspray. So this is what I would use to kind of finish any style. And this is great for somebody who, you know, when you style their hair, they don't want it to move afterwards. They want it to stay there all day, and they're not going to be, you know, playing with their hair too much. So this is, yeah, our high hold finishing spray. And that smell I was talking about runs through the entire line. So all the products kind of cocktail and work together really well because you don't have those conflicting scents. So that's really nice. Okay. All right. Now, then I'll get into grooming. So we do have a grooming portion of Sebman. The first product we have is called the, oh, wrong one, the Protector. So the Protector is a shaving cream, and every person I put this in their hands loves it. It's really, you know, gentle. It's good for a good gentle shave, and it has kind of protects the skin from getting any nicks or cuts or anything like that. So this is our shave cream. And then we have the Gent, which is the aftershave balm. Okay, so you would put this on after shave, massage it into the skin, and then what it does is it kind of closes the pores for you, and kind of cleans and disinfects any cuts you may have gotten. So this is a really great product. All right. So I'll see if there's any questions so far. I think we're doing good. I haven't seen anything pop up besides everybody saying they love the smell. Yeah, perfect. All right. So there are 3 products that kind of came out most recently that are kind of new to the lineup. And so we released an anti-thinning line within Sebman. So there's 3 products, and these are like kind of the last products I'll talk about. So this is the Boss. This is a thickening shampoo. Okay. So it's just going to really add some body and volume to the hair and make the hair feel thicker. Okay. And then within that line, we have the Booster. Now again, this is a tonic, so we're going to use the nozzle to spray this onto the hair and scalp after it's been shampooed and towel dried. And this is really to kind of give a nice healthy scalp and make the hair feel healthy and fuller. Okay. And we can put this on before products, and it's really going to help prep that hair for those products. Okay. And then the last product we have is the Joker, and this is probably one of my other favorites. This is a dry shampoo. So for a lot of guys or people with short hair, they like that feeling of texture in their hair, right? So this is really going to give you that day 2 feel on your hair, and it also kind of soaks up any oils or anything that are coming onto the hair throughout the day, so it keeps your hair feeling very fresh. All right. All right. So I hope I got through all that for you guys rather quickly, because I do want to get into my mannequins. If you guys have any questions about the products that I'm working with as I'm going, like I said, just throw them into the chat box or into the question cards. All right. So this is the first mannequin I have for you guys. Okay. Perfect. Hopefully you guys can see. So I prepped the hair using the multitasker, so our 3-in-1 hair, beard, and body wash. And then I followed up with the smoother, which is the conditioner. And then before I blow dried, I did that little trick where I cocktailed the Dandy and the Player, so the gel and the pomade together to give me kind of a blow dry lotion as I'm drying. One thing I get asked quite a bit, whether it's behind a chair or whether I'm talking to a salon, is how do I get volume in the hair on products with and get them to stay? So my biggest thing when I'm styling shorter lengths is I always prep the hair with the product beforehand so I can blow dry that volume in there. You just get so much of a longer lasting style, and it makes it so much easier to style afterwards too. So even just, this has no finishing products or anything in it yet, and you can see has quite a bit of volume. And this was just finger blow dried. Okay. So when I have, male clients or people that don't like, not even just male clients, but shorter hair lengths that don't want to spend a lot of time on their hair, the biggest thing I always talk to them about when they're trying to get a lasting style but they don't want to spend a lot of time is you can get them to blow dry their hair, and they don't need to use a round brush or anything like that. They can just finger style with their fingers and blow dry, and that's really going to give them the manageability and make their hairstyle last a little bit longer. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. So by blow drying the hair, it's just with a product in beforehand, it just really created that volume for me. Okay. So today on him, I'm going to use our hero, which is the reworkable gel, just so you guys can see it in action. I'm just going to clean the nozzle here. Okay. So this is the reworkable gel, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out, because it looks like a gel, but also kind of doesn't. So it's a little bit more, I hope you guys can see that, runny. But this is going to give us high hold, but it's going to be reworkable. So I'm going to work it into my hands, and then I'm going to slowly work it through the roots, and hopefully it doesn't move on me there. Work it into the roots and lengths of the hair first before kind of finishing my style. So I want to work it into the hair first, and then I'll finish up my style. Okay. You can already see how much, sorry, these mannequins don't fit very well on the mannequin stand. So you can already see how much control I'm getting with this. I just need a little bit more. And it kind of gives that finish like a gel, but you can still run your fingers through it. It looks real. Perfect. So now that I've got it all worked in there, I'm going to start doing a little bit of my detailing. And that's where I kind of use my fingertips to kind of detail the haircut and product a little bit. Okay. Perfect. So I'll bring them nice and close. So you see how I get that nice definition, nice product, nice good hold. See, I can tip him upside down and his hair's not moving. That's the true test, right? But the nice thing about this is even though it's a high hold and it does look and feel like a gel, I can still run my fingers through this and rework it and change it. So just to put that to the test now that I've said it. Say he wants to move his hair to the other side. Can we rework it? And there we are. I was completely able to rework it to the other side and still get the same finish, okay? And then to put it to the test, I can put his hair upside down and it still doesn't move. So that's really where you get that high hold, but that reworkable factor is really just amazing with this product. Okay, perfect. So then this is my second mannequin I have for you guys. And this is kind of one of my favorite haircuts where it's, you know, it's undercut, and then it has some longer lengths that lay on top of it. And it's really about finding the right products to really give you that definition. She's got a lot of texture in there, but you can see with no finishing products on it, it just kind of sits. So I really want to use something on there that's going to be able to get me that definition. So I prepped her hair again with the multitasker and then and the smoother. And then before I blow dried, I just used the Dandy. So the Dandy is the pomade. And then I also used a little bit of the Groom, which is our hair and beard oil. Okay. I think I forgot to talk about this product now that it's in my hand. So this is our hair and beard oil. It has grapeseed, jojoba, almond, and argan oil in it. It's a really nice kind of blend of oils. It's very lightweight. So I prepped the hair using both of these products just because I wanted some shine in there, because obviously she's got blonde hair, so I like to add a lot of shine in there, and just give me a little bit of product to work with as I was blow drying. Again, I blow dried just finger styling and working the hair in the direction that I want it to go, and this is kind of what I got. For finishing products, today I'm actually gonna use the Sculptor. So the Sculptor is a matte clay, and that's that matte mineral clay, because it's going to give me that kind of dry, matte textured look on her hair, which is going to go really great with her hair color. So one thing I always like to note about when you're working with clays is you can get in there and kind of dig the product right out with your fingernail. You see that quite a bit. But a really great way to start working it is actually to warm it using your finger. Just warm it up a little bit, work it in there, and then you can pull some product out. And see how much easier that was now that I warmed it up a little bit. So that's a little trick, okay? Again, I'm gonna put the product all through my hands and warm it up a little bit so I'm able to work it. And then I'm gonna start working it into the hair. Okay. So before I detail, I always like to get the product in the hair first, and then I'll kind of start detailing. Again, these mannequins don't fit on this stand very well, so sorry guys. So right now I've got my Sculptor all worked in there, and see how much texture that already builds. I'm just kind of scrunching it in there and creating that texture. Okay. Come around the front here so you can see. This product really just brought out all the texture I worked so hard putting into her hair. Okay. All right. I'll kind of show you guys that. See how much texture I got in there? And you guys saw how much product I used. It wasn't that much, and it went a long way. Okay, so I got all that beautiful definition and texture into her hair, working with that. Okay, so if she wanted to be able to rework her hair throughout the day, I would probably stop there. But if she wanted this not to move or not to go anywhere, that is where I would bring in my fixer. So this is, again, our high hold hairspray. So now that I've got the hair, you know, wherever I want it, sorry, I'm just gonna move her up a bit so I can see. Perfect. So I've gotten the hair where I like it. That's the most important thing before using this hairspray, is make sure all the hairs are where you want them to be. And then I'm going to start spraying this because it's a high hold and the hair's not gonna really move afterwards. Okay. Perfect. So as you saw, I just kind of used little short bursts. I didn't, you know, totally cloud her, just little short bursts to kind of get the product where I needed it. And this is the finished result. Okay, awesome. Nice, thank you. So that is what I kind of had for you guys today. I know this was a short and sweet live, but I really just wanted to introduce the line to you guys and then do a little bit of styling work so you guys could see the products in action. So the products I used today on her, I prepped the hair beforehand using the Dandy, which is our pomade, and the Groom before I blow dried, and then I used the Sculptor, which is our matte clay, and the fixer to finish her. Okay. And then for our other model today, just a little recap. I prepped his hair before I blow dried using the Player, which is our gel, and the Dandy, which is our pomade, and that just gave me a really nice workable blow dry cream to kind of work my style in. And then I finished him using the Hero, which is our high hold reworkable gel. Okay? And the reason why I wouldn't finish this style with a hairspray is because this is going to be a high hold reworkable gel, and the kind of whole point of the product is that he's able to kind of rework the style throughout the day but still have that hold. And you guys saw, you know, I switched it from one side to the other and it still worked and was in there. So that was kind of the second style there. Awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you guys ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My Instagram is thehairniche, or give us a follow on Wella Canada West, and one of us on there could always answer any of your questions. I hope you enjoyed today's live, and thank you again to Modern. Thank you so much for letting us come on here today. We have another live for you guys tomorrow. I forget what time it is. Whoopsies, that's my bad. But Modern will post the flyer for them, and it's going to be on a Nioxin fine hair styling tips, I believe, or something to do with Nioxin color principles. It's one or the other. I hope you guys enjoyed today, and thanks so much for being here with me, and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much. Have a good day, guys.